Sup fools, how's it going, and welcome to another video. Today I'm going to talk about the issue that you can't connect the Auto Evo 2 6K to your controller anymore, or vice versa. And quick, if you want to see the fast fix, I'm going to write it down in the description below so you don't have to watch the next 10 minutes, but I still want to make this video because I'm pissed. I'm pissed at Best Buy and I want to share the entire story because I'm that pissed that I have to talk about it and you are going to listen to it. Unless you don't want it, then you can just turn the video off. Anyways, run the intro. So, as you guys know, or maybe not know, I'm pretty good at crashing my drones. This is the third of its kind I have right now. So I bought this one specifically for my Africa trip. I went to Senegal to shoot a show, and then while I was recording with the drone, I had some issues with the codec, and then I saw that you have to do the firmware update. And you know, in Senegal you don't have the best Wi-Fi, so that took a while, but I was, doing the firmware update, and after that was done, I could not connect the controller with the drone anymore. Unfortunately, I don't have any footage and proof that that happened, but it did. So we couldn't use this drone, which was tragic. We had to use some kind of drone, so we had to use our spare one, but that sucked because we really needed this drone. So I tried everything, and with the shitty Wi-Fi back there, I couldn't even Google what the issue was. And even later on, when I was back in the States and I had like proper internet, I still couldn't really find a proper solution, which made me want to make this video. So if you have this issue out there, this video might help. So I can't fully recall what the error message was, but basically the app was telling me that you had to do the firmware update, but I couldn't because it said the battery was not fully full, but it was. And also you cannot do a factory reset on your own. You need to do that, or they need to do that at Auto. So I was pretty much fucked. So after this, I tried to find a way, okay, how can you connect a new controller to the drone? Because maybe it just didn't recognize this controller to the drone anymore. So I pushed this little button here. I figured out you have to hold this button and the home button at the same time, and then it would connect. It did not. What else did I try? I tried to connect the controller with the cable to the drone, turn it on, off. A billion times. I ran through thousands of batteries, and even in Senegal it takes forever to charge a battery like this. So I was very frustrated, and I was trying that overnight all the time, and it just didn't work. I was pissed. So then I was very excited to be back in the States because I just bought this drone, like literally a week before we went to Africa. So I thought if I go back to Best Buy, they should just, replace it or figure it out, but I did not think that that would happen, what actually happened. Seriously, Best Buy, that was fucked up. So I went there to the customer service and told them about my issue. I packed it in the box, everything was tidy. I told them, excuse me, I had this issue. I could only fly it once. After that, I didn't connect to the controller anymore. I would like to return it or replace it. Up to you. They didn't have a replacement there, but I could have waited, not a big deal. But they said, oh no, because your warranty is only good for 1 month. This is 1 month and 2 days now, so we can't do anything for you. I was like, what? So you're telling me I bought this drone a month and 2 days ago and I can't return it? I can't replace it? I can't do nothing? And I was pissed, but if you know me, well, you don't know me, but I stay calm because this is what I do. But I should have freaked out, but I didn't. And I was like, I guess, all right, so what do I do? They were like, okay, you just have to call the factory Auto. You have a 1-year warranty on the drone, but not with Best Buy. You have it with the company who made this drone. So you just have to call them and they can help you. So I was like, all right, it was 7 p.m. so it was too late to do that on the same day. But on the next morning, first thing I did is I called them. And what they told me, they didn't tell me nothing, because just a robotic voice told me that they don't do any repairings right now because of COVID or whatever. And I can, what did I call it? I forgot, but anyways, I had to wait for months before they could even help me. And that was like, I was pissed, I was angry, and I was also angry at myself because let me go back real quick. The way I was talking to the Best Buy person, that was basically like that. Welcome to Worst Buy. Excuse me, I have some troubles with my drone. Could you replace it? Please? So I was pretty much being a little bitch. What I should have done instead is...
Good morning, welcome to Worst Buy. How can I help you?
Oh, excuse me, sir. Could I replace the drone? I had some issues.
Can I see the receipt? Unfortunately, that's against our return policy.
Listen, you piece of shit. I kill people for way less. Give me the fucking drone.
Oh, I'm sorry, sir. I made a mistake. Of course I can replace it. It's right here.
I'm loco. Give me a fucking drone. I'm serious.
Oh, what I meant to say is, actually, you can have two for the price of one. I mean, for free.
There you go. Wasn't that hard, huh? Don't make me come back. But I didn't. So that was my situation at this point. So I just sat on it for a day. On the next morning, I sit again, down back on my ass with the drone, with the controller, with my laptop, and try to figure it out. I was reading, and eventually I went to the first article, which seemed kind of helpful because there was a guy with the same issue but no solutions. But one of the comments did have a solution, which said just do the same thing over and over until it works, which was trying to reinstall the firmware. So I was doing that for a while already. I was like, what option do I have now? So I was doing it. After a while, I almost gave up. Then was like, maybe. And now it sounds like, okay, it should have been the first thing I did, but it wasn't. Just format the SD card, which has the firmware on it. Just format it, reinstall or re-download the firmware, put it in the drone, and this is exactly what I should have done in the beginning because that is what worked. So again, if you have this issue, just format the SD card, reinstall the firmware update, and while you're doing the firmware update, just don't touch the drone ever. Just don't touch it until it says it's okay, because maybe that was the issue that I aborted the update at some point or something. Just don't touch the drone. Like make sure the battery is full and don't touch it until the firmware update is done, and then you're good to go. Man, I struggled for 2 weeks to get this drone to work. I couldn't replace it at Best Buy yesterday, but now I finally got it to work. No! But man, seriously, I was pissed. I was like, Best Buy is dead to me. They didn't even try to help me. This piece of shit behind the counter, he didn't try to help me, and I wish him the worst. Okay, it sounds like more dramatic than it was because at least my drone works now and I got some cool shots ever since. But still, come on, man, it's customer service. You can help me, you know, at least try and at least feel with me, you piece of shit. But hey, that's my story. That's why Best Buy is dead to me. I hope that was helpful. If you have the same issue, if you don't have the same issue, but you just, you know, watch it because you find me entertaining, I hope you liked the video. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you for all my subscribers. Thank you for all my Patreons. Give it a like if you haven't already. Subscribe, of course, and see you in the next video. Fuck this.